I'm starting to like not get annoyed, or I am getting a little bit annoyed, but I don't think gaming companies, they gotta realize if you're gonna make something, make sure it's not broken, you know? And if it's like broken, please don't release it. I feel like we all have come to terms that, if it's broken, fix it before releasing it. I don't know what's the metaphor. Like if it ain't broken, don't fix it. But with games that I've been playing that had questionable starts, ends up being okay. But I should not have to play a game that I have to wait until it's fully finished, I don't want to play a game. Nobody does not want to play a game that they have to think in their heads like, wow, I'm playing a game that does not look finished, or that is not ready, like an unfinished product, like an unfinished game that you're playing. And that's just something that I don't want anybody to think about, because I want them to enjoy whatever the game they're playing without having the feeling of like they regret buying however much money from the game that they're playing, Like with Call of Duty, Borderlands, Fortnite, Cyberpunk, GTA, Minecraft, or I don't know. There's plenty of more games besides those, because those are just some I could just like think of off the top of my head. But yeah, it's like putting me in like I'm thinking in that mindset, because I'm concerned for everybody that's playing what I'm playing, and they might feel a lot worse of what I'm feeling. They might feel upset or pissed or something, because they felt like they regretted spending however much that they did on whatever game, and they just felt like it's like a total waste. And video games are just something that's a pastime, a hobby, but it's there for it's just like something unique about it. It's just like so important to us in life. Like, no, I'm not saying like it's like everything, like everybody needs to play video games. No, it's just like it's there to take our life away for a certain amount of hours, man. But if you're not gonna deliver me a game that's gonna make me feel like that, then like, why? Why are you doing this to me, man? I played the worst I ever played the game on launch, and I have said this countless times. Black Ops 4. It's just absolutely ridiculous, man. At first, I was trying to be so positive until I just gave in. It just got all negative about the game just like not being fixed, and especially getting like the most like time, especially with budget cuts that they try to do. And it's just like, hey, look, like, especially for Activision with Call of Duty, and then with, I don't know about EA, but I know they made some games with some shit starts, but they're turning out good. Like there is games like No Man's Sky. I heard that game was pretty shit on launch, but now it's doing good. I heard Anthem. Anthem was one of the most disappointing games that was hyped up, and the performance was ridiculous. Cyberpunk right now, we're already dealing with that, and it's just like thinking like I feel like the head of like the gaming directors should not get into their heads, because I feel like they should be more communicative with their team and ask them, hey, is there are we good to go? Do we need more time? All that stuff, It's just like, in my opinion, it's just like, hey, if it's not fixed, or if it's not broken, fix it, like delay the game as many times as you need to, man. Like we already see, for example, for Cyberpunk. I'm sorry that I keep calling this game out, but like they did they. I'm just showing. No, I'm trying to make them as a great example that they delayed the games. Delayed this game like 3 to 4 times, however long, because they had some issues and everything, and that's good. Yes, it would like disappoint a lot of people. It would not anger, but it was just upset a lot of people. But hey, at least you're being communicative with your gaming community, and just with your community, and just earning, establishing that trust. Like they're putting their trust into those companies on them delivering a good quality product, dude. It's just basic like that. But I feel like we're not getting that, man. We're not getting the feeling of like, hey, like if a new game releases and if it's not in a perfect state of condition, they should not be hesitant in saying, hey, they should talk to the community and say we need to delay this game because we're having issues. Some people in the community will be a little bit upset, but the bigger picture is like they're only thinking about this now, but in the long term of seeing this game looking successful and everything, they're gonna be like, wow, I guess delaying that game was an actual smart move and everything. But I feel like we're going to the point where we're not getting like a full promise, man. We're not getting good promises of games that we expect them to be a-okay on launch and not to have any issues, but we're just getting into that, and I just don't want any future games to just being like that, man. If it's like minor glitches or stuff in a game, there's nothing bad about that. But if it's like constant and something that you cannot avoid, then it's just ridiculous, and it should not be not be not uncalled for, or not be not be excused by any means necessary, especially if it's a game like Cyberpunk. Sorry to call this out again, especially with Cyberpunk, that this game was built for a long time, and a little bit of a delay could not hurt the game any bit, man. That would just generate more hyped up for the community, establish, just like that trust that they have to make sure that, hey, like, the community, like, will just like, some will support, some will be disappointed, but at the end of the day, they're putting their trust in to hopefully playing a good quality game. Now, do we get that? To some degree, yes, but it's like, it's just how it is, man. I just don't want to see this become how every games are. Like, I've seen so many games from the Game Awards, man, and I just hope that those games that I'm interested in playing don't be broken, don't be so laggy or buggy or bad to the point that's gonna cause my game to crash. Like, I don't want that. I want to play a game that I hope that it does not crash, man. But I don't know. It's just I don't know, man. I really don't want this to become like a norm for these gaming companies. And there's no necessarily point of rushing a game if you're spending a long time and just giving updates and everything, that's fine. But if you're gonna stick with your gut and say this is the date and it's no problems and everything, that's okay. But like, if delaying the game won't hurt the community that much as they want them to think that it is, but it really is not. I was a little bit disappointed about Cyberpunk being delayed, but hey, I could imagine what happened if the game was not delayed on November something. I could imagine how bad would it be on last gen on Cyberpunk if it was released on somewhere in November instead of December, man. I felt like it could have been a lot worse. So I'm kind of glad that they delayed it, but they should have just delayed it again. But that's just me with all games, not specifically calling out with Cyberpunk, because right now it is a good example. I'm sorry to say that I keep stretching this game's nutsacks every time that I keep mentioning delayed games and how it should be delayed or broken or fixed, or communication with their audience and all that stuff. But yeah, that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. If not, that's okay with me. Have a wonderful morning, night, day, evening, whatever the occasion is. Whatever the occasion is, stay safe out there, and later.